Hello, welcome. I'm in conversation now with Dr. Martina Hayes, who represents the School of Dentistry here at University College Cork. Hello, Martina.
Hi, Jean.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Martina, what is the course code of dentistry in UCC?
It's CK702,
CK702. And the degree is called?
Bachelor of Dental Science.
And what do you need to have in terms of entry requirements for the Bachelor of Dental Science?
You need to have chemistry and one other science.
So then once you're on board in University College Cork, what kind of subjects do you take?
So you take a wide variety of subjects. Some are specifically for dental students. Some are co-taught across other programs like medicine. And as you progress through the years, they become more and more dental specific. So certainly in the earlier years of the course, you're covering subjects like anatomy, biochemistry, physiology, and then you're getting an introduction to primary dental care, dental diseases, dental public health. And as you move through the years, they focus on the dental specialties of restorative dentistry, orthodontics, pediatrics, oral surgery, dental radiography, and oral medicine.
So would restorative dentistry be looking after what you have?
Yes, so restorative dentistry is what I do myself. So that is where we are, we'd say, placing crowns or replacing missing teeth with implants or dentures, or it could just be somebody who has lots of tooth wear and doing a full mouth rehabilitation, restoring things to the way they were before.
And is it divided at all between, is there such a discipline called pediatric dentistry?
There's pediatric dentistry, and that would cover a lot of the same technical procedures as we would do in restorative dentistry in adults, but obviously with a focus on the management of the child patient and also dealing with deciduous teeth or baby teeth, which are a little bit different to adult teeth.
And as you go through, how many years actually does it take?
So it is a 5-year program, but there is the option for people who have a prior degree. There's a graduate entry program that is 4 years.
So you come on board, there's 5 years, let's imagine. And when at the 5th year and you graduate, are you actually a fully fledged dentist then?
You absolutely are. And that's one of the real attractions of this course is by the end of the 5 years, you can go outside and if you want to, you can open the doors in your own practice. You don't have to do further internships or trainings, although most dentists would continue to develop their professional skills. And in particular, in the early years, most people would choose to go into practices to continue developing their experience. But certainly there's no obligation to do any further training. And we aim for our new graduates to be good, strong general dental practitioners.
And is it an accredited course? Must you go through, is there an accreditation body?
There is the Dental Council of Ireland. So the final exams that you take in your 5th years, they allow you to go onto the Dental Council register here in Ireland. So there's not a separate set of exams. It is your final exams here in UCC. Also, in the final year of your program, you have the opportunity to sit the Canadian board exams for the Canadian Dental Council. And actually, Ireland are the only country in Europe where you do have that opportunity. And we host the exams here in UCC on an annual basis in the spring.
And so with your degree, you're free to practice also throughout Europe?
You are, absolutely. Throughout the EU, it's recognised. And if you sit the Canadian board exams, you can also work in Canada and their arrangements as well with Australia.
And what kind of research is associated with the School of Dentistry in UCC?
So it's quite wide and varied across the different disciplines. So we have some research into how we educate dentists. So some is focused on how do we teach our dental students to manage young patients, older patients. Also, we do some research here with Cork University Hospital, because at present we are on the site of Cork University Hospital, although we're planning a brand new dental hospital, which should open in 2023. But at present, we're co-located with Cork University Hospital, which gives us wonderful opportunities. So this year we've started a research project with the Adult Cystic Fibrosis Unit. We also have research ongoing in oral medicine with people with painful ulcerative conditions. And that's being done across a large number of dental hospitals in Europe, and we're a centre for that.
And is there a graduate entry stream to dentistry?
There is. So there's a 4-year program. Currently, that is only open to international students. 4-year program where essentially the first 2 years of the 5-year program are combined, and then they do the same final 3 years as those in the 5-year program.
And as you're going through studying dentistry, either for 4 years or 5 years, is there an opportunity for work placement?
There is loads of work placement. This is an extremely hands-on practical course because we're well aware that at the end of your training, when you go into practice, that you are the dentist in the dental surgery working with your patients. So it's a bit different to somebody working in a hospital setting with a big team. So we know that our graduates need to be able to manage their own dental practice setting. So certainly we focus on early clinical contact. And we have students normally in their second year would be shadowing more senior students and starting into simulation teaching. And then they move into third year, treating their own patients. And again, starting off with those more simple procedures and also continuing their simulation teaching where they're learning fillings and moving on to crowns and bridges. So a third year dental student will have their own patients that they take care of doing fairly simplistic procedures. And then as they move into fourth year, they'll be doing more complicated procedures on their patients. And then in final year, we expect them to have the full range of procedures that a general dentist would offer.
So they have that there. It's an absolute in the curriculum. It's embedded. Employability is absolutely embedded in
absolutely, and it
training.
is a huge number of hours. I mean, our students essentially, by the time they're with us here in the dental hospital, it's like they're working a 9-to-5 job, sometimes even more, where they might have a lecture at 8, but they'll be on the clinic from 9 until 12 or from 2 until 5, and they'll have the nursing support, they'll have qualified dentists supervising a number of them, working through their patients' treatment, and they really are at an early stage responsible for providing direct patient care.
And are there extracurricular programs, programs, for example, that the students themselves can opt for, that the university might offer, relating to employability and that kind of work readiness?
Certainly, there's the graduate skills that would be available to any UCC student. So the students have their own dental society, and we have worked with them to provide a series of lectures on different employment routes once you leave the dental hospital, because not everybody will work in general practice. So not everybody will own their own dental practice. They may choose to remain an employee. And some people will want a salary job where they may work for the HSE, they may work for another salary dental service, they may be in the military, or they may want to enter academia or the dental hospital.
And are there any other careers that people with a BDS decide to do that isn't related to actually being a clinical dentist?
There is. Some people will, they may practice dentistry for a few years and then find that their passion is really for the business side of dentistry. Because a lot of people, when they go into dental practice, that they are self-employed and they learn an awful lot about being a business owner. And some people will go on to have a chain of dental practices. And a number of people have gone on that I know of that have done an MBA following their dental degree and have moved into very, very large corporate dentistry, where they're not doing dentistry itself anymore, but they're more involved in the overall management and the governance.
And presumably also the associated industries. So, for example, like the insurers.
Absolutely. Yeah. And some people would also, following on from their dental degree, do a legal degree where they may get into the medical legal world and advising, we'd say, indemnity bodies or similar.
And if dental practices or companies are listening and they want to provide an opportunity, let's say at undergraduate level for any of our students How do they go about that?
Certainly, if they contact the dental school office, and the contact details are available through the UCC website when you go to the dental schools section of the website. And normally one of the senior staff, the dean or one of the senior tutors, would explore that opportunity with them. And we have had companies where they have wanted to come in and even just give a lecture to our final year students to describe the employment opportunities that they have within their company. So we certainly facilitate opportunities like that.
So that you do provide the opportunity, as you just said, for people externally to come in and give guest lectures. And do we also have a situation where external people come in and help tweak the course, advise on the course?
We have a large amount of the staff that teach on our clinic are clinical tutors, where they're not full-time academic staff, and they work in their own practices, and they might come in one day a week and they like the contact with the students, and the students benefit from their general practice experience. The course itself is also overseen obviously by the Dental Council, but we do have other stakeholders such as the HSE, the Irish Dental Association, and any time that we're planning any changes to the course, we consult widely with any of those stakeholders to see if there's anything they feel should be included.
And presumably, again, from my knowledge of people, academic colleagues in the dental school, there's a lot of collaboration across different disciplines in UCC when it comes to research. For example, oral health, connectivity with microbiology.
Absolutely. And as I say, many of our students come with really varied skill sets. Many of them come with skills that we don't have ourselves, and we love taking advantage of that. And certainly some of them will come where they have a great science background and they would like to continue that. And we have been able to facilitate that they get lab space, that they can work within groups like that so that they can continue those skills, develop their research profile.
And relating to dentistry, are there any myths that you want to dispel?
I think it is a job that, I suppose, some people may wonder, how can you spend 5 years just studying the mouth? And it's much broader than that. We never think about the mouth in isolation. We're always thinking of the person in front of us, everything to do with their healthcare, everything to do with their social circumstances to get the best outcome for them. So certainly it's something that there's great opportunity, even when you're finished your undergraduate degree, there's a great opportunity for postgraduate training. It doesn't mean you have to specialize as an orthodontist or as an endodontist, but there's loads of continuing professional development courses.
You certainly have sold it to me. It just sounds so interesting and so exciting. And I suppose one of my final questions would be, how do you see the profession changing? If you were to speculate 20 years from now, how do you think the profession would have changed?
I think one of the big changes that we're facing is that an awful lot of the patients that we see are going to be older patients, and especially in Ireland with fluoridation and all of the efforts that have gone into improving oral health in this country and worldwide. So certainly we're seeing people keep their teeth for life, and that's a wonderful thing. But for us, it means that we are taking care of those teeth for a much, much longer time than we used to.
So, Martina, my last question for you: why would you study dentistry at University College Cork?
First of all, I think UCC is a wonderful university to go to, and Cork is a lovely place to spend your student years. Here in the dental school, we benefit from small classes, and we, the faculty, get to know the students so well because it is a long degree program, but we have contact with them from the very start of that. So we do develop relationships with them. So I think we're quite approachable, and I think the students themselves, because they're in small classes, they really get to know each other so well. And you find that the class ahead takes care of the class behind. They've got a really active dental society who make sure that while they work hard, that they also play hard, which is very important and is lovely to see. And also on top of that, we're looking forward to moving into our new dental school and hospital in 2023, where really we'll have state-of-the-art facilities, and we will be the newest dental school in the world, which is a wonderful opportunity. And I'm very excited that it's happening while I'm working here.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure having this conversation with you. I wish you continued success, and you clearly enjoy your wonderful field of restorative dentistry and ever upwards. Thank you very much. Dr.
Thank you very
Martina
much,
Hayes.
Jean.
Employability and career development initiatives are delivered through curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Over 90% of our programs offer placements internationally and nationally. Throughout your time in UCC, you will have the opportunity to develop employability skills through entrepreneurship modules, skill sessions, and memberships of clubs, societies, becoming a class representative, and getting involved. Throughout your student journey, UCC Career Services will support your career planning with one-to-one career consultations and coaching. The Career Services collaborate with academic departments and other UCC units to deliver bespoke and standalone employability and career-related workshops and events for all students and recent graduates. Our annual recruitment fair is one of the largest national career fairs, featuring up to 100 top graduate employers. For more information about UCC employability initiatives and the career services, visit ucc.ie/careers.